Hi, YouTube. Hey, y'all. Happy Mother's Day. Welcome back to my channel. Everybody probably out hanging, enjoying the holiday. So, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Today is going to get real. All right. So, if you're sensitive, go and go. Get out. Go and go. Because I got to say stuff that needs to be said. Oh, let me hook my thing. Can y'all hear me? Hey. Feathers probably going to get ruffled. But guess what? If nobody ever speak on it, how are we going to have a resolution to things, right? Can y'all hear me? Hi. Hello there. So can you guys hear me? All right. All right. Hey Mickey, what's up? How was your trip? Did you enjoy yourself? I know you did. Nice. So we're about to get started. Today I'm talking about how we need to learn how to reprogram our like our mind. Okay, yeah. We need to learn how to reprogram and learn unhealthy behaviors. I mean unlearn unhealthy behaviors and mentalities that a lot of us grew up thinking, and that like some things are taught to us that are passed down from our grandparents or parents, and sometimes that's just not the right way. You know, it's just not the right way sometimes. So the only way you're gonna be able to have like a healthy mind and a healthy outlook on things is if you have a positive, healthy mindset to go along with it. So in order to have that, you got to practice that. Ain't no way around it. Yeah, I got to go back to Vegas, friend, for sure. So the first thing I want to discuss is like the whole like doormat pushover mentality that they like teach us. Be quiet, don't say nothing. Like, you know how if a boy in school and he push you, that mean he like you. And like if he's showing any kind of sign of disrespect, because it's really disrespect. He slap your booty. Oh, he like you. Girl, don't worry about it. He just being a boy. You know what you're doing when you do that? You programming and brainwashing your daughter to accept that from men. She gonna think when she get older that that's cute and it's funny that he slapped her booty or he grabbed her boob or he sexually violated her, because that's what it is. We need to stop teaching our kids that type of stuff. That stuff is toxic. It's a lot of stuff in our community that is toxic as hell. And the more mentally healthy I become, the more stuff I realize. I'm just like, ugh, can we fix this? Can we fix this? Because it's not cute to me. It's not cute and it's not funny. So that's why I'm here on my channel talking about it. All right? All right. Now, um, like a lot of us scared to put ourselves first. I talked about that before on my channel. And we just like brainwashed. Brainwashed to accept less, put ourselves last, think we not deserving. And like we have to get out of that mindset. You know, and it's hard if it's a lot of people around you that have that thinking. Most likely you probably will have that type of thinking. But if you got a strong mind and you know that's not really who you are and what you want, you got to get up out of that. And so number two is um the next generational curse or like toxic behavior is acting super unbothered by unaddressing things. So like when you brush off stuff and you, girl, no, it's okay, it's cool. I used to be like that. Don't, it ain't nothing. I don't care all that. I don't care stuff. Sometimes you have to address things that's bothering you, because the more you hold it in and bottle it in, it's gonna hurt you more in the long run. And then being passive aggressive and having no healthy boundary set with people, that can hurt you. That can really, really hurt you. So do not be acting like that. Speak up. When it's something you don't like, speak up. Open your mouth. And then the next one, the number 3, is the next generational curse and toxic behavior. It's like, I know it's somebody have an auntie like this, or a grandma, or a cousin or something. Like, you don't need a man, girl. You don't need a man. Forget that. F these dudes. Like, the women that's in the man hater club, like they hate men because of what they've been through, and they pass because of what they chose, or they hate men because of what happened to them in their life. Like, sometimes things happen to people that's out of their control, and so they would hate men because of that, or they would hate men because of their father or their uncle who treated them bad. And so you got to be real careful around people like that, because that can rub off on you. And then people like will tell you, like, don't get married, don't do it, it's a waste, it's a piece of paper and all that. Like, I had a coworker like that. She told me her daddy told her, don't get married, don't ever get married, and she believed it. But she really want to get married, but she keeps saying, well, my daddy said don't get married. And I told her, sis, well, are you marrying the woman that your daddy was married to? Because why the hell are you listening to him? This is your life. You are in control of your own life. Why do people listen to other people? I don't get that. So you never gonna get married because your daddy said don't get married. People be so brainwashed though on what they people, what they family, auntie, mama, cousin said. And I just be like, y'all need to learn to have a mind of your own. That's why I just stand alone. I do my own thing. I stand alone. I believe in my beliefs and I ride my own way. Have a mind of your own, real. Because if you really want marriage, you gonna end up never getting what you want because you listening to other people. That's stupid. That's stupid to me, for real. Don't listen to them. If that's what you want, you go get it. The next one is like things that people do that's toxic. Just kind of piggyback off what I just said. Just because your grandma said it, or your mama, or your auntie or cousin said it, sometimes that don't mean it's the right thing to do. Just because people have their own little beliefs and their own little way of thinking, that doesn't mean that that's the right way to go about everything. You know, my grandma said do it like this. My mama said do it like that. Sometimes that ain't the way. Sometimes it just might not be the way, okay? And so, especially like if the person not in their own right state of mind, if they operating out of insecurity, bitterness, jealousy, or hurt, of course they gonna tell you don't do it because they facing their own problems. So you got to be really mindful of who you listen to and who you take advice from. I used to be told a couple years ago, be careful, don't date, it's dangerous. Date her for that, don't do that. I'm like, but the people that was telling me that got a whole man laid up with them every night. You know, I do still get dressed and go on my date. Why? Because that's what I want to do. Why? Because it's my life. But I don't take advice though from people that I wouldn't dare trade places with. So if your man ain't doing what I want my man to be doing, I'm not listening to you. I'm gonna listen to you as a joke because I'm not believing you. But mm-mm. And then number 5 is another toxic behavior that a lot of people have. Like this one say, okay, a half a man is better than no man. I know y'all heard this before. A half man better than no man, or a man gonna be a man. They'll let their man cheat on them, disrespect them, beat them, uh, violate them, play mind games with them, emotionally abuse them, physically abuse them, and they'll sit there and be like, "He's just being a man" and stuff like that. And it's like, no, that's not healthy and that's not love. That's not okay. And like all that trying to give him a chance, you got to be careful who you listen to. I'm telling y'all. Um, because when you listen to people like that, you will end up like, if you don't follow your own first mind, you will end up regretful and probably resentful too. Especially if the person want to see you down and want to see you hurting like them. Because most of the time, if it's a person that's mentally healthy, they not going to tell you to stay with somebody who is just draining and hurting you bad. Anybody that's got common sense know that that's not right. They're going to want you to leave. They're not going to want you to stay just to have a man, or just because of history, just because, oh, we got a kid together, or oh, we've been together for 15 years. No, that ain't enough for me. That can't keep and save me. So all that man gonna be a man stuff and all that half a man better than no man. No, that's desperate. That's desperate energy, and that's pick me energy. Stop being pick me's, ladies. Thirsty. And the next one I want to talk about is that's it for my, well, that's just a few of my generational curses that I've observed. The oh no, that ain't it. It's some more. The overly self-efficient, misindependent mentality. That's number 6. Kill it. I talked about that already on another video, so I'm not gonna go into depth. And then the Bob the Builder, meaning when you build and help a man get to where he want to go, where he needs to be in life, and help him reach a certain level of success. The ride or die mentality, when you ride and stand with somebody, even though you know it's a struggle bus situation. That's a generational curse, and that's toxic and unhealthy. Helping raise able-bodied grown men, that's toxic and unhealthy. Like being a crutch. I'm not talking about guys who like fall short once or twice and they know how to pick themselves back up. I'm talking about guys that's always goddamn falling. So you have to be careful on who you listen to, because it's crazy. And that stuff, when you repeat cycles like that, all you doing, that's called learned behavior. All you doing is passing it down to your daughter. Guess what? Now your daughter gonna be doing the same thing, or your son gonna do the same thing, because they seen you doing it, and your sisters and your grandma did it, so they thinking it's okay, and that's not okay. You know, and I'm not talking about being supportive with somebody who actually have ambition and drive, and that don't need you to baby him or baby them in any kind of way. I'm not talking about that. And then the next one is I want to talk about. Okay, I'm done with all my bad behaviors. I think that's a few of them I could think of right now off the bat. It's way more than that though. And you just got to be careful though. But it's a lot of people that's like in happy marriages and happy relationships though. It's people that's in happy relationships and stuff, and you gotta just watch out for jaded folks, because jaded folks will have you scared and living in fear like them because they jaded. So don't listen to jaded people. And I was once jaded before, but I ain't gonna lie. When I was in my jaded phase, I kind of did date, but I wasn't dating right. Because why? Because you operate out of hurt. So that's why you need to handle that. Handle that first before you go out trying to date. Heal before you deal. Okay? Heal before you deal. You got to get yourself right mentally and emotionally before you go trying to put your baggage onto somebody else, because that's not fair to the next person to take on your mess. And then the next, I want to talk about people. It's a lot of people that's in happy marriages. I know people that's in happy, healthy marriages and relationships. So don't believe the hype when you see stuff on TV with people getting hurt, abused, cheated, bought, disrespected. That's not okay. Just because they rapping about that stuff in music and on TV, on Love and Hip Hop and reality TV, that's not real life. Well, it shouldn't be real life. It's a lot of people's reality, but it's not supposed to be your reality. A relationship should not be like Love and Hip Hop. It shouldn't. And negative naysayers that never experienced it, of course they gonna have their own little theory on things because they never experienced it, or they don't know nobody who really living like that. But if you've seen it in your own with your own two eyes, you already know not to listen to or believe negative naysayers, especially if you really been out here dating and getting the feel of different people. Because the thing with people that have a fearful mindset, a lot of them are stuck in a comfortable state with the person. So if you've been with a person for so long, you gonna think everybody like that. But guess what? Everybody not like that. Everybody not like that. Everybody raised different. Everybody got different backgrounds. Everybody got different morals. So every man is not the same. Every woman is not the same. You know what I'm saying? Because it shouldn't always be a struggle. No, dating shouldn't be a struggle, and a relationship shouldn't be a struggle. I don't get that. It's not okay. Oh, hello. Mm-hmm. How far away? All right. Well, okay, so yes, friend. Struggle should not be normal and cute and okay. Like all that they rapping and talking about toxic like it's funny and cute now. Like it's not cute. It's a trend. Like they rap about it. Like Cardi B said, a dude love a toxic girl and like a lot of music. It's not really cute in real life because your life should not be like that. No. Mm-mm. And then okay, my next one I want to talk about. I don't understand like why bad behavior and disrespect is normalized, especially in our community. And we think that stuff that's supposed to be healthy is like lame and oh that's corny, like it's like a joke. But if it's struggle, it's praised for. You get praised for that. Like look at Yandy. These girls be out here really following behind Yandy's footsteps and then turn out looking just like Yandy. You should have left the first time. That's why I be telling people like all that ride or die stuff is not worth it. I know all about it. Trust me, I know. And then when you try to praise Yandy and you like, I'm a ride or die, I'm a down chick, you gonna be looking just like Yandy, crying, getting humiliated right on TV. But don't nobody listen to me, friend. They think I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll be like, why you want praise for that? That ain't okay. And then like, you know, nobody ever like said nothing to me about my past bad relationships. Like, well, people in my family, they ain't say nothing at all. They ain't say nothing. But like my in-laws, they would tell me to leave. My friends, they say nothing. My friends would throw it in my face when we fall out. But they knew the whole thing. Like, and I could see if you didn't know what was going on, but if you knew the situation and you finally bring it up after we fall out, that means you was happy I was hurting. And then like soon as I start getting self-worth and self-love and not, boundaries, respect for myself, and I start dating better men and I start pulling better quality men, I'm being spoiled. Now all of a sudden you consider people telling me I'm being too spoiled, I'm a brat, and you know, I'm not being realistic. Like, but nobody had nothing to say. This is the point I'm making. Nobody had nothing to say when I was getting used and played like hell and getting just straight up getting got. Nobody say nothing. But that's because bad behavior and disrespect is normal. And then the minute you get some self worth, oh, who you think you is? It's like they tease you like you trying to be some diva or something, but it's not even that. It's that no, I know my worth. I'm not settling for that no more. If you want to do that, that's on you, but I don't want that for myself. So, more into the story. I'm about to wrap it up. Keep your love life and your dating love life, whatever. Keep that stuff private because a lot of people like to see you down, and people like they don't want you choosing better than what they chose. So I just ride my own wave. I create my own route. I march to my own drum, and I just do me, And we gotta teach our kids. Like a lot of these parents set their kids up for failure emotionally because they don't teach their kids how to be selfish and have boundaries and stuff. And so that make your kid be just like that's setting them up to be servants. They set up to be servants, Captain Save-A-Ho, and people pleasers. And you damage your kids bad when you do that. And then like people, y'all folks who got family and stuff who really care about y'all, who really sit you down and talk to you about stuff, y'all are lucky. Y'all are really lucky. And you know, I don't know. You gotta just be grateful for people who care. You know, because like when I was in my situation with this one guy I dated before, my people knew everything that happened. The minute I stopped trying to support and write him because he went to jail, you should still write him. He did do this and that. Excuse me? And what did he do to me? Like, hello, you forgot what all the stuff he did to me? It's like people will be on the guy side before they on your own side. It's like, whose side you really on? You rooting for the enemy. You supposed to be on my side. And it's like, oh, that's because the ride or die struggle stuff is normal, especially in the hood. It's cute. It's cute to let your man ride around in your car with his gun, with no license and drugs on him. That stuff is praised. And then when you don't want to do that type of stuff, you get teased and talked about like you bougie and like you too good. But it's like, no, who want to do that? That's not okay. I don't know. But yeah, I want to be that real auntie. You know that real auntie that kick real to you? That's how I want to be. I don't want to sugarcoat nothing to nobody. I'm not gonna lie and say, "Oh, I was hoping he would get better. I was rooting for him. Oh, I was hoping one day y'all to get it right." No, if you see your family members suffering and they vocally telling you something for a very long time, you need to sit them down and have a talk with them and kick some realistic stuff to them. What you can see, because people that love you will tell you the truth, especially if they see what's going on. People see what's going on the outside before you can. So to me, it's like, dang, who care about me for real? Who really care about me? Nobody. Because if ain't nobody said nothing, ain't nobody cared. That's just how I feel. And so just break the cycle. Break the cycle and be a good example to the young generations and talk to them about, about your past mistakes and stuff, and talk to them if you see them making some mistakes, kind of warn them and let them know. You know, sometimes young folks don't listen, but if you kick the real to them, I'm sure they'll listen. I'm not talking about that sugarcoat real when you just kind of meddling, but you're not really getting to the bottom of what's going on in their relationship. I'm talking about kicking the real to them, being straight up blunt and 100% honest. Because that way, if you honest with them, they can't say nobody ain't telling them. Because like I said, I had people in the guy family was telling me, or the guy family was telling me, you too good while you here. Why are you with him? If you too good for him, you out of his league. So if the guy family see that and telling me stuff like that, my own family should have been saying something, but they don't. I don't know. I ain't doing that though. I ain't doing that. I ain't raising my little babies to be like that. So thank y'all so much, and be a good example, because the young ones is growing up watching. You don't want them repeating the stuff you do. You can't get mad and talk about them and go gossiping about them about stuff that they do, because they got it from somewhere and it's you probably. So thanks y'all. I love you. Have a happy Mother's Day, and bye.